Honestly, I'm not gonna get on here and pretend like I'm upset about this loss, or at least overly upset. I'm disappointed, but not upset, and here's why. The Giants do this every year. They did it last year in that Cardinals game. They get that huge big win where their offense looks great. And then they come into that game against the 49ers after that, and it pretends like that offense never existed. They did it again this game against the Seahawks. Our offense looks great. The best it's looked all season. We then go into the game against the Bengals, and everything in that offense that happened in that Seahawks game, once again, never happened. It's to a point where you're just numb by it because they do this all the time. The Giants give us expectations or expect us to have expectations, and then they don't meet them. They do this every year. We get that one big win. It gets us hype. And then the next game, none of this ever happens. And I'm saying I'm not upset, but I'm sitting here yelling at my mic. Maybe I am a little upset, honestly. It's just really crazy to see how can a team consistently play with your emotions. Like, I came to this game thinking, okay, the Bengals, but we might have a chance, you know? And look what happened. And I feel like I talk about Daniel Jones every day of the week. I'm going to continue to talk about him until I see otherwise. He is not consistent enough to be a good quarterback in this league, a starter. In my opinion, he is a high-end backup. That's all I see out of him. He's just not consistent enough. He does this all the time where he has this one-game stretch, and then the next game he looks pedestrian. And I'm going to continue to say this. The Giants are not going to win another playoff game with Daniel Jones at quarterback. He's too limited as a quarterback, and Dave has to limit his play calling around him. It's as simple as that. And that's going to piss a lot of people off because a lot of you guys are hard on Daniel Jones. And I mean that in another way. I'm not going to sit here and explain what that means, but you know what I mean. You guys are at a point where you don't want to slander him and you want him to be that guy. I understand that. I understand if you're a fan, you want to root for him, that's okay. But if you want to convince me that he's a franchise quarterback, I'm not going to do it. And I still think by the end of this year, regardless of the result, in my opinion, we need another quarterback. Simple as that. The defense of this team did their job. They held Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins in this high-powered offense in check. And what does the offense do? Absolutely nothing whatsoever. They failed this defense. And I was looking at Brian Burns on the sideline in the fourth quarter as the time is ticking down. Just disappointment out of him. He did all he could in this game, along with Dexter Lawrence. And we still lost. Really, the only positive takeaways I have from this game is that Tyrone Trace needs to be running back one moving forward. Devin Singletary, do whatever. This defense is starting to get better, a lot better. And today in this game proved that they're not bad, honestly. They're not great in my opinion, but they're not bad. I'm not going to say they're great yet, but I think they're pushing towards great in my opinion. They might even be great. Maybe I'm just being very pessimistic right now. The negatives from this game, the offense is still very conservative. Pretty clear as day. Andrew Thomas is apparently hurt, so we're even more screwed. He didn't look good in this game. Apparently, he's having a problem with his foot, so yeah, that doesn't go well for us, obviously. Oh, and by the way, you want to hear a true stat? It's been over 400 days since Daniel Jones has thrown a touchdown at MetLife Stadium. I promise that's not a made-up stat. It is indeed a true stat. That's how long it's been. I know someone is going to want me to comment on the kicker Greg Joseph, him missing 2 kicks. And yes, unequivocally, the blame is definitely on him too. The blame can go all around this game. Daniel Jones for playing conservative and the kicker for missing 2 kicks. But here's why I'm not harping on the kicker too much. We should have never been in a position where we had to kick field goals like that, honestly. At all. Number 2, Greg Joseph is a kicker who came literally off the streets. Off the streets. So I'm not surprised he missed 2 kicks. Is it excusable? No. But do I understand why? Yes. But at the end of the day, he still cost us, so it doesn't matter. I really hope this team starts to get it together soon because we're going to waste the prime of Dexter Lawrence. Like, he's 26 now. He's going to be entering 30 soon. And the fact that we're not winning a lot with him is just disappointing, honestly. Just failed to wrap my head around how you score 7 points versus a team who's giving up 10 touchdowns through the air. Mediocre at best. And we scored 7 points. 7 points. We managed to shut down one of the better offenses in the league, and we still only scored 7 points. We win this game if we have a quarterback who's at least above average. That's all I'm going to say. Really sick of doing this every year at this point. I love the Giants. I'm always am, but I'm sick of doing this. Sick of every year being disappointed. Sick of every year being frustrated. Sick of every year being mad at this team. I'm just so pissed off, bro. Like, the defense, I've been critical about them needing to do better, especially Brian Burns, and he played his heart out tonight in this game. He was absolutely crazy in this game. Azeez Ojulari also stepped up big with Kayvon Thibodeau being out, and Dexter Lawrence did what he always does, and we still lost. Defense finally locks in. One of the better offenses in the league, we still lost. I'm frustrated because I'm sick of having this discussion almost every year where our defense plays worth a shot and we still lose. That's all I got to say here. I don't really know which more I can say. The Giants dropped to 2-4 with this loss. We play the Eagles Sunday, and that will be Saquon's return game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to my channel and tap the bell icon for future football content. And follow my social medias down below in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.